Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Coach Kiki, and I'm back after this super extended hiatus. I know. I told y'all I was going to update videos once a week in that last video, and here it is probably about a year later, and I'm just now showing up. So let's be clear. I had an issue with not necessarily procrastination, but procrastination. I like waiting to the last minute to do everything, it seems. That was in the past. But for the 2020, we are ramping things up and getting our life and getting back on track, being more productive and stopping procrastination right in its tracks, honey. So let's get started. These are my 3 tips for how I have successfully stopped procrastination in its tracks since the start of 2020. Mind you, it's only February, so but hey, we rolling. And so here they are. So tip number 1, get organized. That was my biggest issue in the past. I would try to focus on a long-term goal or a huge goal and try to do it all in one day. Now, my best advice for you guys is to take that one large goal that you're trying to work, whether it's a business goal or a content creation goal. Let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to start streaming on Twitch. Any of these things, you want to start a weight loss journey. Whatever the large overarching goal is, take that huge goal and break it down into small chunks, right? Because the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So let's take our large goal, pretend it's an elephant. We're going to chop it up, put it in little tiny bite sizes, and that's how we organize our goal. Once you break your goal down into benchmark goals, go ahead and then take those goals and create actionable items that you can do each day. So 2 to 3 actionable steps that you will do each day towards achieving your small benchmark goals, your maybe weekly, bi-weekly goals, which leads all the way up to your main goals or your main objective, right? So once you do this, you'll find that you are more productive each day. You'll have better days and you'll go to sleep feeling like, dang, I accomplished something today, right? A lot of times we tend to overthink things or overcompensate for days where we didn't necessarily do anything. We weren't as productive the day before. So the following day after that, we set even more larger goals to do, or we try to do too much. And that was an issue of mine. I was piling too much into one day. Like, I cannot do 17 tasks in one day, plus work full time, plus be a mom, plus work out, plus meal prep, plus train clients, plus write online meal plans. Like, what? Who has time for all that? Not me, honey. So anyways, tip 1, get organized, break your goals down into smaller chunks, and then work on 2 to 3 things, 2 to 3 action items each day. It's going to lead you towards your main goals. Tip number 2, create incentives for your benchmark goals and then for your larger goals. So sometimes I personally have a tendency to continue to work towards a goal or an objective or a general idea of whatever that I have. I can get very task saturated sometimes. And as a result, I will not allow myself to decompress or do things that I actually enjoy doing, like gaming, reading for fun, cooking for fun, like baking, things like that for my family, or just in general, just watching TV, just kind of vegging out or whatever. I typically won't allow myself to do that if I don't feel I've been productive for that day. So in this particular case, my tip number 2 for you guys is to create an incentive that you can do each day. So in tip 1, we talked about breaking down your goals into small daily actionable items. So you'll do your 2 to 3 actionable items each day. And at the end of the day, you'll feel accomplished. So at the end of the day, you're allowed your incentive. So for me, a great example is I've started back watching all of the Star Trek series from season 1, episode 1, all the way through. I just want to watch them all, right? So that gives me something to kind of look forward to. I typically don't watch TV on a normal basis. I typically don't, like I said earlier, read for fun. So this actually gives me an opportunity to take some time at the end of the day, because I know I've worked towards my goals and I know I'm on track and I've hit a couple of benchmarks or whatnot. Each day is a small victory when you work towards your goals. So then I can watch maybe an hour or 30-minute sitcom or whatever. And that's one of the things that I like to do as far as an incentive for me to continue to work towards my goals. That brings me to tip number 3, y'all. Schedule breaks and downtime. It is so very easy for me to get so task saturated, so goal oriented. I am driven by goal accomplishment and setting goals and hitting targets and things like that, that sometimes I will set goals and targets and things, and I will hit a long-term goal and I'll immediately start working on something else. And it's okay to schedule breaks. It's okay to have Saturday and Sunday be your days off where there's no productivity to be had. Those are just your chill day, your family day, your gaming day, because who doesn't like gaming? I mean, some of y'all don't, but I do. And stuff like that. So it's okay to take breaks. Your downtimes, scheduled downtimes, keeps you from hitting a wall, hitting that burnout session. And I know from experience, once you burn out, you feel like you're just stuck. So you burn out and you stop pretty much everything. You stop being productive. You continue to procrastinate. And you just kind of just lay there and nothing happens. And then it turns into the vicious cycle. After burnout, you typically have feelings of, well, I've wasted so much time, I've missed the wave, or all of these different things. And then that further procrastinates you or keeps you from starting back. So, again, these are my top 3 tips. Get organized by breaking your large goal down into small actionable items that you can do each week or each day. Tip 2 is create incentives for those benchmark items. So reward yourself, something small, not anything monetary or something, because you may end up spending too much money. So watching a TV show, I don't feel like we should reward ourselves with food because we are not pets. But that's a discussion for another video. Tip 1, get organized. Break your large goal down into small actionable items, that you can accomplish each day. Now, this allows you to be more productive on a day-to-day basis, which in turn allows you to sleep better at night, knowing that you're working towards your goals. So if you sleep better at night, you start to look better, you start to feel better. Each day you're getting up more and more motivated. So tip 1 is like my absolute favorite tip. Small things, small goals accomplished each day, very small actionable things each day or whatnot, that leads up to huge gains in the future. Tip 2 for you guys. Tip 2, create small incentives to celebrate your small victories. When you achieve a goal, you should be celebrating. You should celebrate being productive. You should celebrate that you've gotten over your procrastination hump, because it's a big deal. Stopping procrastination and getting over those internal negative cues that have you sitting there, not taking action, but then still longing, having that feeling on the inside, allows you to kind of appreciate yourself a lot more. So celebrate yourself, create those small incentives. And tip 3 is schedule breaks and downtime in your quest for goal accomplishment. This prevents burnout and overworkedness and, not focusing on your family enough and things like that. So remember to schedule downtime. They also give you something to look forward to. I did want to caveat and say that these tips can be modified for any purpose. So school productivity, work, fitness, life, health, starting a gaming channel, any of that kind of thing. They can be modified. So just keep that in mind. No, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a sporadic update from your girl, Coach Kiki. Now, if you want to find more updates from me more often, you can find me at my socials, which are linked below. You can find me on Instagram at freakshow_Barbie, at Twitch at freakshow_Barbie. Is it? Is it underscore my name? I'm not really sure. Anyway, the links are below. All right, talk to you guys later. Toodles.